Okay, I just want to talk a little about chart 107. Now, the chart is fairly well lined up with itself, especially on the bottom here. So what we're looking at and what the chart is about. Okay, this is a general fretboard from the previous discussions. It's good to have, if I'm doing segmented work, these are segmented columns. They're inversions of a pentatonic scale. But we're not just dealing with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 anymore, right? There's all these different things, and they're easy once we look at them. We're going to look at them in a second. I just want to show you that they're columnized. So this root position here goes with this column down here. This first inversion goes with this column here. This second inversion pentatonic goes with this column here, etc., etc. And then there's a repeat of the root on both sides. Root, 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 root for the home team. That would be Carolina Panthers. All right, so well, actually, going into baseball season, I don't know what team it was. I kind of like Atlanta, but anyway, that's beside the point. So things are columnized here. All right. It's very important to remember that. So let's look at. And these are columnized, but they're not directly over each other. So this is the root position. The first position's over here. You know, I couldn't get this exact, and it's not necessary. It's only necessary to have them exactly over each other when we're dealing with fretboard cages. So this 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, this diatonic scale on E here is the same as this one. It goes with this one, and it has to for the reason of the discussions that we might have. So this is totally a diatonic scale. Okay, we can see here we've got 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5. We got an S2L here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Okay, this is the top of an S3L, 7 root 2. Directly stacked on top of that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Directly stacked on top of that is another S3L, okay, which is 2, 3, 4, but then warp the 5, 6 over, and then 5, 6 goes to 7 root 2, just like that. Okay, 5 going to root, back to regular tuning. So we have the diatonic there. So it would be 7, I don't know, in the key of F. It would be, and F is a nice key to play in because you can get the diatonic. How about that 5, 6 C D in F? There's your F half diminished, right? I know the shape of that chord now, a little bit there. And I wish I could just play it like that, but for some reason I just don't feel comfortable just memorizing weird shaped half diminished chords. You know, I don't mind the memorizing of the you know, if you look at your fingers, when I talk to my friend Cody Hale at the gym, you know, we're talking about some music. I go like this, you know, I know I'm either, you make an A minor shape, you know, you're almost making that interval with your fingers without even having the fretboard there. But I wouldn't do a half diminished at somebody. They might get offended. Anyway, so here we got, this is the diatonic, the whole story here. Now we got some notes, so it's E, A, C. and this is just E root A4 C5, same thing. Tripentatonic box. Tripentatonic, 3 pentatonic scales. So the E scale would start on the root, it would be, alright, the A shape would start on the root as well. And then we go to the C shape, which would start on that 7. And then you get the diatonic by putting them all together. Now, there's some notes missing here. What happened, or are there? We don't have the 7th or the 4th in this box. So that's why this, and so this is the pentatonic, and we're going into pentatonics here. And believe it or not, this is the G minor pentatonic. But you don't look, this is how my chart works. I don't look at the dark notes because they're the A shape, which is the parent major of the G minor shaped Dorian. Doesn't matter what key. I just like to play in C if I got my inlays, because they confuse me a little bit. So they're a mixed blessing, but I think it's better than not having them on, because I was a keyboard player all along. So this is a pentatonic, or my version of a pentatonic scale with the G minor. Okay, now that G minor pentatonic would fit into the A4 major pentatonic. Now, how do you figure? Okay, it's not. The whole thing is a G minor pentatonic. Okay, let's back up a second and realize only the numbered boxes here are G minor triad. So G minor shaped now. G minor shaped. So up here it's C, right? If this is C, the G minor shape to D minor would be like that, and the A shaped parent chord would be so you can see how the D minor fits in there. You see that G minor shaped. You play a G chord down here, G. Yeah. and then you just lower that third, and I could never play a chord there, but I could do the arpeggio. So just my capo is buzzing. So we got 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2. And that 2, so that is the key of F now. So when you play this G, remember we were playing the G here, but we want to turn that G into the E minor. We're going to be looking at the key of F, maybe, right? G minor is also other things, but it's related to F. It's certainly related to F. It'd be the B flat would be the 4th. If you want to look at G minor as the 6th, 2 B flat. If you want to look at it as the 3rd, E minor, E flat. And how do you play E flat from here? Because I sure like playing my E flat down here. I got an A-shaped F down here. Again, you can just play these this G minor shape. Notice the drop, because that was going from the Dorian to the root. That scared me for a minute. I thought I was playing the wrong thing.